Hello, welcome to Make Family History 7. Give us a like below, help us out a bit. Today we're going to continue to talk about the workbook, Unearth Your Heritage. And we ended the last video with my grandfather's page. Okay, each person gets a page. They go by the genealogy numbering system. This is my paternal maternal grandfather, so his number is 4. And here I filled out his name, a picture of him, a picture of his grave site. I've added the cemetery where he's buried, and I have added a reference to more online information. This space where you have information can talk about the funeral, can talk about other people who are buried nearby him if they're not direct ancestors, pardon me. And also you should have this section of plot number. I don't know it because I know where he's buried. I need to get that to fill this out correctly. Okay, so I'll put him aside. And what we're going to do is focus on sort of the most important part of the book, which is where we consolidate the information. It's called the cemetery chart. This chart allows anybody who's interested in your family, whether it be, a historian or your children or their children, to be able to locate the last resting place of all of your ancestors. And let's face it, in today's world, honestly, people don't know who the grandparents' parents were or the grandparents' grandparents. So let's change that by filling out this type of book. So my grandfather is buried in Lakeview Cemetery, and they're going to call that cemetery C1. Okay? Now C1, Cemetery 1, and it's got the title up here and the name of it, okay? The address and the city it's located in. So if we look down here, let's see, my grandfather was number 4, right? So we can fill that in, just like we did the other chart. We're going to fill that in. My grandmother was also buried there. Okay, so that's number 5. My parents are buried there, so that would actually be 2 and 3. So now when we look at this chart, we know who's buried here, okay? And we can add down here any extra information about other extended family members who are buried here, such as my grandmother's sister, Leona. She's buried here too, and I could write a little ditty down here so someone looking at that would be able to locate her direct family, her immediate family as well. Now, my grandfather's father, my paternal great-grandfather, number 18 on the chart, okay, is buried in a completely separate cemetery. And we're going to make that one C2. It's St. Mary's Episcopal. It's over on Roland Avenue in Baltimore, Maryland. And, okay, of course, my great-grandmother was buried there, too. Let's see, would be number 8 and number 9. So we're going to fill those in. We're going to color them in, okay? Color them in. Remember, as you're coloring this, so this is where they are. They do go back to whoever's looking at your book goes back to the person page, page 18, page 19, to find out exactly what plot or section that they're buried in. That's where that information is, okay? So, his parents as well, the 16 and 17, are buried there. So we're going to add 16 and 17. We've got those highlighted as well. And then her parents, Charles and Mary Ann, are also buried here. So now I go back to my second great-grandparents. We have them located. We know what cemetery they're in. From their particular page, by number, we can go back and we can figure out which plot they're in. So we get a really, really solid overview of where these people are. And now we have a comprehensive view. We know who the ancestors are. Remember, you've got your first page, a list of all the relations with their genealogy number. You've got your person page, so you know what they look like, hopefully, and a picture of the tombstone, if not. And then we have the cemetery page, which brings it all together, and we know where they lie. Excellent. You have a good afternoon, a good evening, and take a look below in the information to find out more information about this book and other companies that I work with. Okay? Thanks. Have a good day.